your boy Big Mikey Rose back again once again with another video. And this video is like breaking news, bro. Like absolute breaking news. Like so, you know, let let's just talk about the past week, okay? Um Kevin Durant gets hurt playing against the Wizards. He bruised tibia, sprained MCL, out indefinitely. Okay? And at that point in time, Kevin Durant, the Warriors, they was looking like the number one team, period. It didn't matter what. If the Cavs didn't get a playmaker and a rim protector, it looked like Golden State was going to straight up win the championship. Okay? So Kevin Durant gets hurt. Golden State still a favorite until they play a game. Then they lose to the Bulls in a game where they just miss shots. And now the Spurs is number one. So the Spurs just have like this stretch of superhuman games. Like you got James Harden versus Kawhi Leonard. They had an MVP battle. What happened? Both of them dropped 39. James Harden looked like an MVP front runner, but Kawhi Leonard with a block to win the game. He hit the three and a block to win the game. Yeah, YouTube. Some cred. After hearing this news, I have to. Okay, so right after that, they match up with the Spurs, and the Spurs match up with OKC, right? And what happened in this game is crazy. Okay, so Kawhi Leonard they containing Russell as far as scoring wise, but he still got a triple double. I think he had 21, 13, and 13. Kawhi Leonard had 19 points going into the fourth quarter, then gets hurt. Doesn't play the fourth quarter. Concussion protocol. Okay? Now, what we're talking about is the Spurs. The Spurs have gained momentum. Yeah, the Spurs have gained momentum. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Spurs doing their thing, and everybody thinking, like, they about to pass the Warriors, like, they about to take the 1 seed. So, for me, I'm thinking, like, Golden State, y'all don't need it. Because if you seen with Kevin Durant back, y'all do need to match up with the Spurs, like, just one time, just to see full strength. Can y'all do it? Because y'all lost by 29 in game one. But game one of the dynasty, you can't necessarily compare that to, you know what I'm saying, now. Like, after 60-something games, they're a better team than they was in the beginning of the season because they just got KD. All they did was training camp, But to hear that Lamarcus Aldridge went out with a heart arrhythmia. So basically, he having heart problems. After Kawhi Leonard just got hit in the head with concussion protocol. Meanwhile, like I said, Golden State was looking unbeatable. The Spurs was gaining ground. James Harden, Russell's leading MVP candidates having tremendous seasons. And the Cavs go out and sign Darren Williams, Derek Williams, and Andrew Bogut. And just like Kevin Durant in the first 60 seconds. No, Andrew Bogut was going in 60 seconds. KD, I think he played 2 minutes, a minute. But they both go down with the same injury. So we thinking the Spurs about to catch the Warriors. And now the Spurs is without their two best players and Lamarcus Aldridge and Kawhi Leonard. Both out for we don't know how long. So I just want to reassure everybody, right? This is how the playoffs is going to play out. My prediction. Golden State, between Denver and Portland, they both are surging. Like Jokic and Jokic are both doing their thing, and they both play for Denver, but now they both are putting up big numbers as bigs. And it's crazy. It's like, where did these guys come from at 89 seed battle? So I don't want Damian Lillard out the playoffs. Like, I was thinking Pelicans, but them boys can't win a game. So it's probably gonna be between Portland and it's probably gonna be between Denver. And I just want to say Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, Jokic and that role playing unit that they got will make the playoffs. But Denver is a good team. Like, they're a good team. But regardless of the fact, KD don't come back for the first round of playoffs because they don't need him. You know, you beat Portland last year without Steph. So you don't have to worry about them. I think Denver is a sleeper because they have a lot of athletic young players. And they actually have a big. So they're going to be a team to beat or a team to watch out for. But, you know, they don't have no worries. But Cavs go to state finals because just when you thought that the Spurs was going to catch them and get that one seed, and now you lose Lamarcus Aldridge and Kawhi Leonard. Like, okay, Spurs probably still win tonight because the Warriors not playing none of their big four and Iguodala. So they not playing nobody. Warriors might not score 80 points, you know. But the fact that the Spurs is without LaMarcus Aldridge now, I thought Paul Gasol was a non-factor for the team, but without Aldridge, he was the player that dogged KD. And if he's having heart problems, that's similar to blood clots. So, Golden State Cavs finals. Like, and the two teams to me which is the same team, Houston and Boston. And then you can even say Houston and Toronto. Because I like Toronto being like the true second seed with Ibaka and with PJ Tucker now. But they got to get Lowry back. And Lowry, he struggled in the playoffs as he is. So you're going to get Lowry back, but who's going to say he's going to be making those shots? You're going to have to depend on DeRozan and the rest of the players to keep doing what they're doing. And y'all needed Lowry. So it's probably going to be a Boston or Washington against Cleveland final. And for the West, it's going to be the Clippers or Houston again. It's going to be the same teams. The East is going to be the only ones that change. Because for me, the Clippers is good enough to beat. And like, this is why I say Golden State should concede that first seed to San Antonio. Because San Antonio is proven to lose to the Clippers in the playoffs and the Thunder. So let's say they get the number one seed. Oklahoma moves up to be like a 5 seed. Well, no, because that would cause for them to play the Clippers in the first round. Well, yeah, fuck it. They'll play the Clippers in the first round. It'll be Thunder's Clippers first round. Clippers gonna win that round. It will get to the second round, and they're gonna play the Spurs, and they're gonna beat the Spurs. I feel like this is the year that the Clippers have to get to the Western Conference Finals. They have to, because technically they are the second best team in the West. They are technically the second best team in the West. The fact that they choke artists, that's on them. But they are technically the second best team in the West. Yes, the Spurs are not better than the Clippers. Popovich is better than the Clippers. Yeah. Yeah. But talent-wise, no. DeAndre Jordan is better than Paul Gasol. Blake Griffin is better than LaMarcus Aldridge. Kawhi Leonard is better than everybody on their team. But at the same token, it's like, you know, the Spurs don't have, the Clippers don't have no 3. So Kawhi Leonard is going to have to check Chris Paul, and all they're going to do is run 3-point guards. They're going to play Paul Gasol. I don't know why I keep saying Paul Gasol. Chris Paul, J.J. Redick, Austin Rivers. They're going to play that lineup against them boys, or Raymond Felton, one of them two. Jamal Crawford. They throw one of them two in there, it nullifies what Kawhi Leonard does. They told you, when Kawhi Leonard is in the game, they switch and put Kawhi Leonard on a standstill shooter in the corner. That's why I don't believe in them Spurs. And they're going to have to get better. They're going to have to package LaMarcus Aldridge and Paul Gasol and get one dominant big. And for me, like, when I see players like DeMarcus Cousins who are standing out, you know what I'm saying, and as far as their play goes as a big, and it's pretty much vocal, he's voicing his displeasure. Give DeMarcus Cousins Greg Popovich as a coach. He probably will go down as the greatest center of all time, okay? And I'm off it. But like I say, this changed everything. LaMarcus Aldridge went down, heart arrhythmia. What? Go to say back to the finals. It don't even matter. And like I said, if I'm Steve Kerr, he should have been started resting them boys. But I'm okay with him resting them now. Like, let's get it. We resting. See you in the finals.